Yes, you're audible.
Audible?
Yeah.
Just a moment, I'm adjusting my. Just give us 2 minutes. We are waiting for some others to join in as well, and then we will begin. Welcome, welcome everyone who's here with us today. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I would love to see all your pretty faces. If you don't mind switching on your videos in the meantime. A big hello to all your wonderful dear bodies.
Hello.
Hi, Rita. Hi.
Actually, I have a very poor internet connection, so if I switch on my video, the phone will get disconnected. So
No problem. No problem.
Okay,
So
hi.
we'll just do one quick 1 minute of introduction after everybody's here, and that's when you can switch on your video. Hello,
Alright.
hello. For all those that I don't know personally, a very warm welcome and a big hello. I think we will start now and we will wait for the others to join in. Hello, Shreya. Hello. So let's begin. Are we good to go, guys? Just give me a thumbs up. All right. A very warm welcome, and I thank each one of you from the bottom of my heart for being with us today on this call and for taking time out and for gifting me one of your most precious commodities, which is your time. So thank you for being here with all of us and for being a part of our Doorway to You family today. So before we go on with our call, I would first like to introduce our family. That's our Doorway to You family. So I request each one of you who are here from the family to please wave your hands. I wish there was more time for you to individually introduce yourselves, but I'm sure we'll get time to do that later. So all my Doorway to You family members, just wave your hands, let everybody else see you. These are all the crazy change makers. So we are crazy people, and I call ourselves crazy and mad because we always follow the heart, and we are so emotional. We are full of emotional mush. All that we care for is to bring more kindness and happiness in this world and in the lives of each and every one, like each and every one of you. And nothing lights up our lives and our world more than seeing these happy faces, So which is why we are a crazy family, but a wonderful, a very warm family. I'm sure all of you would love to be a part of this. So why do we call ourselves Doorway to You? The whole idea is, the name of this initiative is Doorway to You, and the tagline is the way out is the way in. You will find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. The links will be there in the comment section for you to sort of join. Please be a part of our family. And the whole idea is for each one of us to really find a space and a platform where we can find newer possibilities of looking at any challenge that we may face in our lives. Because the common attitude or the common reaction to any problem and challenge is to look for solutions outside of us, right? We look for solutions in somebody or something which is always outside of us. But here in this platform, we believe in equipping us with various tools and techniques, very simple to use tools and techniques, which help us take that journey inwards and find all the magic that lies inside of us. So the way out of any problem, as much as we would like to believe that it lies outside of us, but truly it lies in the way inwards, in the journey inwards. So Doorway to You is committed to find and unlock that magic or brilliance within you. So that's doorway to you. And Dear Body is one of the programs. We have several programs, several such interesting things that we do. There are book reads, there are support care groups, one for the elderly and senior citizens, one on, we have interesting courses on abundance and romancing with money, as we call it, then on relationships, creating joyous relationships. We have on educational empowerment for students, for teachers and parents alike, and several such exciting stuff. So please be with us, join our family on Facebook or Instagram and on WhatsApp as well. A lot of you are part of our WhatsApp group, and I'm sure you will love this, because it's a very different feeling to be with a group of like-minded people, all of whom are committed to empowering lives and changing lives. So thank you for being a part. You are already a part of us. Just by being a part of this call, you're a part of us. So thank you once again for being here. And I will begin by introducing myself. I am Debapriya Dutt. I am a mind-body therapist. I have specialized in several techniques over the years in different modalities, from EFT, NLP, then counseling. I have also dealt a lot with children, so I have been an educationist. So children with special needs was one of my specialization as well. And then I am also an access bars facilitator. So all our workshops are a combination of different tools, different things that I have imbibed from different modalities, and a lot of things that I have come up with in the course of my journey in this alternative healing and this path of metaphysics and spirituality. So Dear Body is literally like my baby. It's my creation, and it's a direct outcome of my own journey with my body and my health, which has not really been great, which has been full of pain, trauma, and a lot of ups and downs. So at the very outset, I'm going to be very honest, and I'm going to confess that before you. So that's how it has been, because I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition at a very young age. So ever since then, it has been a tumultuous ride. And it's precisely because of that, thank God for that, that I found ways of connecting to my body, talking to my body, and finding a different way of looking at my body. So Dear Body is a creation of that. So what we are going to do today, I'll just try to squeeze in as many things as possible in the 1 hour that we have. And, let's just have fun, and let's really go back with a new way of being with our bodies. That's my invitation, and that's my prayer for each one of us today who's joined us for the call, and the ones who will be listening in later and will be listening to the recording. So for all those of you who would like to listen to recordings in the vernacular, in Hindi and Bengali, we have two amazing people who are doing live translations for us. So I would request Supriya and Shayoni to please switch on your videos, unmute yourselves, and say hello to everybody. If you all are looking for great translations, these are the guys to go to, okay? So just say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
For today, thank God for them. We put this call recording available in Hindi and Bengali. So whoever it is that may require, desire, so just let us know after this call. All right, so since we do not have time for each one of you to personally introduce yourselves, what we will be doing is, we will take time to look at the screen, okay? Each one of us will look at each one of you on the screen, and you're going to recognize, since the call is all about your body, so what you're going to do is you're going to greet each other, but not just by saying hello or hi, but by acknowledging your bodies. So that's the first thing, right? We are here on the call because of our bodies. And we couldn't have possibly physically been a part of the call if we did not have a body. So we are going to greet each other, say hello to each other by recognizing our bodies to begin with. And how are we going to do that? We are going to do a special greeting. And if you're a part of our family, this is how we are going to greet each other henceforth. Okay, so all our family members, this is something new for you. So we are going to hug each other because we always crave for that hug from someone else, right? We always wish, I wish somebody could hug me now when we are in our lows, when we are feeling very upset, when we are feeling unwell. But today and today onwards, we are going to do that for ourselves. We are going to hug each other and we are going to begin by kissing each other. Okay? So how are we going to do that? We are going to first begin by kissing ourselves. So we are going to kiss the right arm, then we are going to kiss the left arm and then say hello to each other. So we are going to scroll through the screens. The ones who are on the computer, you have to scroll through your screen. If you're on your phone, I know it's going to take time, but I really want you to connect to everybody because we are going to be doing this work together, and it's not just enough for my consciousness with my body to shift. My shift is only complete when each one of us are together in the journey, right? So that can't happen if we are not connecting with each other. So let's look eye to eye. The ones who can switch on the video, I would request you, if you're not comfortable, that's absolutely fine because I know you're there present energetically. So I am also going to take time because I love connecting with people and I wish I could meet all of you in person. I'm sure someday we will, but this is the best that we can do now. So 1 minute, first hugging each other, kissing both your arms and then looking at each other and saying hello. Okay, let's begin. So hello to your body first and then hello to each other. Let's look at each other. Let's look at everybody and say hello. Hello, hello. So I'm going to take everybody's name.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, hello everyone.
Hi,
Hello. Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
please don't mind the chaos. There is so much of beauty in this as well.
Hi everyone.
Hi Varsha, hi Anuradha, hi Suprita, hi Vidhi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi Sammitadi, hi Lekhanti, hi Rohini. You have to keep bowing. You can't be.
Hello.
You can't.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Sha. Okay, I'm now
Hello.
going to on the page. All right. Hi Anita Auntie. Hi Nivedita.
Hello.
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 A lot of blank here. So hi Neetu, hi Rita, hi Roli,
Hello.
Bhavna. All right. So
Hello.
if I have missed anybody's name, please don't take any offense. It's just because I've just a lot of small little.
Hello, Namita. Hello.
All right. So
Hello.
now that we have connected with each other, we have acknowledged
Hello.
each other, and we began by acknowledging our bodies, okay? Because if it was not for our bodies, we wouldn't be a part of this call. So what we will do is we will begin by setting an intention for the call and for this workshop, for this webinar. And we are going to do a little exercise of remembering that we are made up of the same elements as that of the earth. Okay, so a lot of us are going through a lot of changes in our bodies because of the current pandemic situation, right? Like a lot of you, I know personally, you've been dealing with a lot of ups and downs in terms of your health and your body. And I'm sure all of you have friends or family members who are going through a lot in terms of either having tested positive or not, but something or the other going on with our bodies. So why is that happening? We know that we are all part of the planet Earth. That's nothing new. And we are sure by now that the planet is going through massive changes in the last 5 months. It's palpable, it's visible for us, the changes that the planet is going through. So, but the thing that we often forget is we are not only a part of the earth, we are many versions of the earth. We are closer to the earth than we are to any human being. So all the ways in which we have disconnected ourselves from the earth and we think what's happening outside or what's happening to the world does not affect me, we are going to find a way of reconnecting and reminding ourselves of that identity that is that of the earth. We are all of the earth. We are made of all the elements that comprises the earth. Yes, so we are going to quickly close our eyes and find a comfortable place to sit. If you are sitting on a chair, bed, wherever it is, you can close your eyes, find a comfortable place to sit. Just be comfortable and be grounded. So if you can have your feet planted on the floor, it's brilliant. If not, if you're sitting on a bed and with folded feet, that's also fine. Just be comfortable, that's most important. Yes? All right, now close your eyes. Relax. Relax yourself. Begin by relaxing your forehead because unknowingly that's one place that's never relaxed. Relax your facial muscles, relax your shoulders, just let them drop. Relax your body. Relax your legs. Now plant your feet to the ground. If you're wearing slippers or socks, I would request you to keep them. Plant your feet to the ground. Now imagine roots growing from your feet. Just as plants have roots, imagine and visualize growing from the soles of your feet. And they are piercing to the floor of your room, going deeper and deeper, piercing to the entire building, to the road, and going deeper and deeper, and reaching the center of the planet, reaching the center of Mother Earth. And as you feel grounded to the earth, remind yourself and tell yourself, allow yourself to say out aloud. Just say this after me, I am the earth. Then say, my body is made up of the same element as that of the earth. Once you've done that, keep that connection with the earth. You are the earth, as vast and expansive as the beautiful trees, as amazing as the rustling of the waves of the ocean, as excellent as the beautiful flowers that bloom. Imagine yourself to be all of it, and now allow the music to permeate to each and every cell of your body. and allow your body to move. Be with the music. Move flow with the energy of the music. Flow and move like you are the wind. Flow and move. Allow your body to guide you. Just move with the music. Move as if you are the wind. Move as if you are the waves of the ocean. Feel free. Allow yourselves to move as you would like. There is no right or wrong way of doing it. Nobody knows what we do, but doesn't really matter. Once you are done, and once you come back to your body. Take breath, inhale with our nose and exhale with our mouth. Inhale with our nose, exhale with our mouth. Inhale with our nose and exhale with our mouth. Can we have the music off? All right, let's come back. Now let's gradually open our eyes. I know a lot of you, I did not see the chat. A lot of you could not possibly hear clearly. All right. So for the ones who could not hear clearly, we have just established our connection with the earth and reminded ourselves of the fact that we are the same as the earth. So we were moving and flowing with the energy of the earth. Yes. So that is what we were doing, and just establishing and rooting and grounding ourselves with the earth. So now that we have done that, we have established a connection with the earth, reminded ourselves of the fact that there is no difference between us and all the lovely things that we so admire in nature. It's really time to look at how much do we actually know our bodies. So the ones who are with me in the WhatsApp group, we had done a little exercise of asking everyone what are the 3 worst problems that you have with your body. So a lot of you have answered there, but the ones who have joined us today for the call, I would request you to please quickly type in the chat, what are the 3 worst problems that you have with your body? Quickly type in the chat, and if you would like to unmute yourselves and speak, it's fine. Because a lot of you have shared with me in the group, but okay, I will quickly go through the chat. All right, so Bhavna says thyroid, infertility, mood swings, hair loss, face pigments, belly fat, acidity, water retention, allergies, headache, anxiety, tooth cavity, migraine, low in energy, weight fluctuations, unable to gain weight, mood swings, weight, allergies, pain, leg pain, little weight on stomach. Anything else? Anything else? High BP, mood swings. All right. weight gain, lethargy, acne, gastric pain, skin issues, lethargy, heavy lower body, baldness, weight gain, cramps, fatty tissue. I'm not happy with my body image, fat, a little laziness, stress, thyroid, hypothyroidism, migraine, mood swings, blood clots in the right brain, left side weak. Anything else? Diabetes, thyroid, body pain, weight gain, insomnia, anxiety. All right, so we have more or less, all the cancer as you had shared earlier. Yes, Auntie, you had shared in the group. So all the things that we have shared here today, and all the things that we had mentioned in the group as well, for the ones who are part of the WhatsApp group, all of these things center around various diseases. So what is it? I don't call it a disease, but a dis-ease, because any form of disease, as the world calls it, the doctors call it, is nothing but a lack of ease in the normal, natural energy flow of our body. So all of these various symptoms or diseases are what you have more or less spoken about. Or it's about the body image. Either you want to gain weight or you want to lose weight. So it more or less sort of can be categorized in these two, under two heads. These are the two heads, right? So these are your worst problems with your body, and these are the ways in which you associate with your body, right? And unfortunately, more often than not, these are the only ways in which you associate with your bodies. While these could be, three of your major problems, and I'm sure if you had the chance, you could possibly list 10 problems as well. But if you really look at it, if you really look at all that the body is doing for us 24/7, these problems will seem like minuscule. These are nothing compared to the miracle and the magic that the body is. Have you ever imagined, like, how does it function? Like, it's like one of these high-tech machinery, right? You put something in your mouth and it gets transformed into something else, becomes a part of your body, and then comes out as something else. Isn't that a miracle? Yes? Isn't that magic? Isn't that like, how many of you have gone to these various magic shows? Like, I am from Calcutta, so I have been to a lot of magic shows by PC Sarkar. I don't know how many of you have gone to magic shows or seen magic shows. Isn't this truly one of those magical performances? Or you don't even have to think, you don't even have to do anything about it. Effortlessly, you're constantly breathing in and breathing out. Are you actually doing anything about it? Yes? No? How does it happen? Have you ever thought about it? That, like, how? What's going on? You're not doing anything. You're not putting any action in place for that to happen. But it's happening all the time. Whether you're conscious of it or not, whether you're sitting, you're reading, you're watching TV, you're listening to music, you're dancing, you're jumping, you're sleeping, it's happening all the time. It's sheer magic and miraculous, right? But there are so many such things that the body is doing all the time and is doing for us 24/7, which remain unacknowledged. Not only unacknowledged, which remains unrecognized. We don't even recognize it because it's so effortless. It does not, it's not something that's like, it's not beating about telling us that, hey, look, I have digested this food for you. So just imagine if our body truly had a like us, and every minute, if our body had to be like how we are often with our friends, or we are often with our significant others and with our children that, do you know how much I've done for you? See, this is what I'm doing for you. I'm staying up till 12 just so that you can comfortably have a lovely dinner. Or I waited for your phone call for so long and I cancelled this meeting just so that I could talk to you. I have arrived here and I've been waiting at the coffee shop for half an hour just for you, just to spend time with you, and look how reckless you are and you're late. Don't we all do that with our friends and family members? A lot of times with our mothers and with our children, constantly reminding them of all the things that we do for them. So just for a moment, let's imagine our body doing that for us. Every minute, not even every minute, like say every 5 minutes. Every minute would be crazy. Every 5 minutes reminding us of all the things that the body does for us. What would that be like? Just for a moment, pause to imagine, like every 5 minutes, if our body had to remind us that, look, I just finished breathing for you for 5 minutes non-stop. I just finished sending signals to different parts of your body. I just finished ensuring that blood runs in all your blood vessels. I just finished making sure that your food is getting processed through your large intestine and going into the small intestine. I just finished ensuring that that chocolate that you were having is broken down into pieces, and then all of it that happens for it to get transformed into a different thing, and then that to get integrated to your body. So if every 5 minutes our bodies have to remind us of all the things that it is doing for us, it would be crazy, and probably that's the only time and that's only how we would recognize that this is what our body is for. So since we have not really done that and we've never really known our bodies for what it is, we are going to do a small exercise of truly beginning to know our bodies. And knowing our bodies, not just for all the things that we've listed, that these aches, these pains, this disease, this thyroid, and this arthritis, and this back pain. We are not going to know our bodies for that. Just for the next 2 minutes, we are going to let go of all of those. We are going to forget those for the next 2 minutes, okay? Just for 2 minutes. Then you can once again start owning all your diseases and your symptoms. You can again embrace them and just make them your own. But just for 2 minutes, we are just going to let go of those and instead tap our bodies very gently, okay? And while we tap that particular part, so if we are tapping our forehead, we are just going to say thank you to that part for whatever it is that it is doing for you. So you know what that is for you, whatever it is. So you're going to tap very gently. So it's literally like saying hello to your body. Gentle tapping. It's not like, please don't take this opportunity to take out all your anger on your bodies for all the aches and pains you think it gives you, but in reality, you are giving all of that to the body. Anyway, so we are going to do this little tapping exercise, tapping every part of our body, beginning with our head, our scalp, our eyes. And while we do that, we are going to say thank you to that part for doing whatever it is that it is doing. So eyes for the ability to see the world, ability to see such wondrous things, to admire that lovely sunset, to admire beauty in someone. So whatever it is that is for you, you know, whatever comes to your mind, you're going to recognize your body for that, and you're going to thank your body for it. Okay? So let's just begin. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's not listen. Let's not waste time. Let's start tapping each and every part of our body. And let's start doing this. Very gently tap. Let me know if you can't hear me like last time. Tapping each and every part of your body very, very gently. Saying thank you to that part for whatever it is that it is doing for you. It would be lovely if you can say thank you verbally. Just say thank you to that part. Thank you to that part for whatever it is that the body does for you. It would be amazing if you can stand up and do this exercise instead of sitting and doing, so that you can access all your body parts. So just stand up and tap your hands, your back, your kidneys, your legs. Tap. Follow the drum beats. Let the drum beats lead you, guide you to do this tapping. And gently say hello. So it's your way of saying hello to your body. So it's literally like you're, when you try to be friends with someone for the first time. So this is your way to say hello and be friends with your body for the first time. All right. Once we are done with tapping the whole body, can we have the music off now, please? Can we? Yes, let's have the music off. Once you're done tapping the entire body gently and literally familiarizing yourself with your body, you're going to shake off all these problems that you have listed. Okay, so what are we going to do about it? What is it like? What are these problems that you have listed, or what are these diseases? So if instead of looking at each of these problems that you have shared with me, and thank you so much for your vulnerability and doing so, if you can look at it as wake up calls for you and not look at it as problems anymore. What if these were wake up calls for you? And what is it waking you up to? It's waking you up to really stepping up, claiming the brilliance and all the potency that you have come here to be, and also really becoming aware of the contribution that your body can be to you. So instead of now looking at it as problems, diseases, we are going to look at it as a wake-up call. It's like that alarm clock that goes ticking in the morning, and then you snooze it for 10 minutes, it again goes ticking, and then again you snooze it. You know how it's so frustrating, and especially not so much now perhaps for a lot of you, but especially when you would have to step out for work, and after a point you know that however much you want, you can't snooze it anymore because you genuinely have to get up and get ready and get going. So these various symptoms or these various diseases or discomfort with our bodies are different types of wake-up calls. It's like that alarm clock which you hate so much, but which is just trying to remind you, which is there for your own good, which is there for your own benefit. It is there to contribute to you so that you get up and you get going and you get ready and you do not get late for work. You hate it, right? Like you feel like throwing it away. So similarly, although we hate it when we have these aches and pains, and I so hear you, I totally get it, because that's been such a reality for me. So I know exactly where you come from. Like all the things that you have listed, I have experienced it and I keep experiencing a lot of it. So it's not like I'm disregarding any of these, but all that I'm saying is, instead of looking at it as problems and diseases and things that we want to fix, things that we want to get rid of, things that we want to overcome, if we can begin to look at them as those wake-up calls, then we can do and change those necessary things that the body is constantly reminding us to do. And that will bring about a shift in all of these diseases and symptoms in a way that we can't imagine with our logical brain and mind. So now what we are going to do is, you've done that very soft tapping where you've said hello to each and every part of your body and recognized it for what it is, for all that it does for you, so effortlessly, silently, right? Our body is literally and truly the bestest friend that we could ever have. Like, way better than all those people that you consider to be your best friends. It's there for you 24/7. It never cheats on you. It never takes advantage of you. It never leaves you, no matter what you do to it. It is always giving you information about you, your life, and it's always giving you information about other bodies as well. But yet we consider it to be such a burden, and we treat it like it's this worst enemy that we ever have. So all the problems that we have listed and identified are no longer going to be problems. We are not going to call those problems. We are going to bring this little shift in our vocabulary. We are going to refer to those as wake-up calls. And now we are going to tap it away from our body. Okay, so last time the tapping was very soft and gentle. Now we are going to really drop our shoulders as if like a rag doll. I'm sure a lot of you had a rag doll when you were a kid, or you still have it probably. So you're going to drop your shoulders and you're going to shake it off from your body. Just as if, if it was that simple that you could just shake it off. If it was not so complicated, if it did not involve a lot of medication and going to the hospitals, going through doctors, etc. Just for 2 minutes, we are going to forget, let go of our mind, keep our minds aside. And we are going to shake it off by tapping like this. Okay? So this is going to be a little faster, not like this, but please be gentle. Don't start beating yourself up. Don't hurt yourself. But it's literally like shaking it off. So all the thyroid, that doesn't belong to me anymore. All the aches and pains doesn't belong to me anymore. All right? So shaking it off, shaking it off, shaking it off. Let's stand up and do this, please, because it's so much better when you do it if you're standing. So let's shake it off by tapping. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. So like after you've done a bit of tapping, then you can literally shake it off in this way. Shake it off. All the extra fat in your belly, shake it off. All the gastric pain, shake it off. All of the intensity in the back pain, shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. While you're tapping. And just be very allow yourself to just like this, drop like this, and just bend your knees a little bit so that your body is weightless. Just bend a little bit. Yeah, so I'll just show, yeah, like this, so that your body is literally weightless. Vidhi, you need to say when you're tapping, yes, ideally just let it come out of your system. So you just say that, whatever it is for you, that my ability to see, hear, talk are miracles. Wow, Namita, yes. So many things, everything is a miracle. So you can just, say all the worry, I shake it off. All the anxiety, I shake it off. So say it. It's so much better when you say it. All the gastric problem, I shake it off. Heart problem, thyroid, I shake it off. Awesome. Once you're done, you have to let me know. And come back. Come back. Sit down. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Just once deeply inhale, exhale. A deep inhale and exhale. So how was this for you? For the ones who are doing this for the first time with me and even others, how was this for you? I would really like to know. You can unmute yourselves. If anything is coming up for you, you're feeling anything or your body is feeling a certain way, please share. Please feel free to share. It's amazing when people share. Shomrita says feeling less heavy. Yes, thank you. I see a lot of people yawning. If you're yawning, that's great. It doesn't mean that you're bored with my session and I'm very boring. It simply means you're releasing a lot of stuff. Yawning, sneezing, these are the ways in which our bodies release. So that's perfect. That's amazing. Just allow it. Don't stop your yawn. Nobody is going to judge you. Vanita says feeling relaxed. Shomrita says feeling less stressed. Kyle says it was very relaxing. Rohini says yawning, sleepy, amazing. Those are great signs for me. I'm not going to judge myself thinking that I'm a boring speaker. Yawning, relaxing, feeling sleepy. Lola says amazing. These are really amazing. Who's written feeling free? Amazing, feeling lighter, feeling free. Rumit says it was amazing, really feeling relaxed, so much relaxed. Awesome, feeling light, lighter, sleepy, sneezing, now yawning. So sneezing, yawning, all of these are great signs. Just please allow yourself to do that. And if you can, if you have some water, I would request you to sip some water because so much of release has happened. If you can just sip some water, that would be great. If not, just do it after the session because we are almost nearing the end now. So that was a little snippet of what you can do. It just barely takes 2 minutes, right? It does not take a lot of time at all. I would request and invite each one of you to integrate this as a part of your routine every day. So pick up that one time. You know, like ideally, it's best to do this the first thing after you wake up. So before you go to the loo and before you grab your phone and start checking all your WhatsApp and Facebook notifications, do this. It takes 2 minutes. Okay? Or you can integrate this with your bathing routine. So just before you bathe, you can do the tapping exercise. Just find a way to integrate it as part of something else that you do so that you don't forget to do it and so that it does not seem like another task or another thing that you need to do. But trust me, doing this daily can bring about massive changes. If you can do this once at night as well before you go to sleep, it would be great. Yes, so this is a way in which we connect to our bodies. The first part of it was really connecting and beginning to recognize our bodies and talk to our bodies and beginning to see our bodies for what it is. How many times have we actually spent time to really look at our hands and to really see and experience our bodies? We haven't. So this is a little of doing it. Now the most important thing that I would like to share with each one of you is, you know, how do we change anything that's to do with the body? Yes, I would like any of you to answer. If there's anything about your body and you would like to change. So for example, all the things that you listed, which are not your problems anymore, your wake-up calls, but now the question is, you must be wondering, right, that, oh, it all sounds so nice and it's beautiful, but that still doesn't change the fact that I have thyroid. That still doesn't change the fact that I have anxiety and I have gastric pain. Right? That's exactly what the mind must be telling you, your monkey mind. So how do you change the stuff that's happening to your body? Anyone who would like to unmute themselves and answer, or you can put it in the chat. Miksha says you mentioned of the alarm clock and the way our body communicates with us and gives us signals. So we make changes, but many of us ignore these signals and carry a painful body thinking it will heal itself or ignoring it. How do we change this tendency? Yes. That's exactly what I'm coming to, Samiksha. And if your question doesn't get answered, I'm going to take it up again, okay? Just give me a moment. We are going into that.
I do have a question. Hi, Sujan, this side.
Yes, please.
So my question is, see, I'm not happy with my body image. So what can I do for that? Because I really liked whatever you suggested, but that's anyway not like, it's not changing what is my thought about my body image.
Yeah. So that's my question to you before I go into the next thing. So how
Yeah.
do we change? Who can tell me? We will get to this. How do you pronounce your name?
Surjani.
Surjani. Okay, so Surjani, we will get to this. How do we change anything with our bodies? Rohini,
Accept it.
union with,
Accept it, first of all.
yeah, sorry, Namita.
I said accept it is the way it is.
Accepting it the way it is, yes, but that doesn't always work, right?
Yeah,
Then
correct.
Acknowledge it, that it is this way.
Yeah, acknowledge it, yes, and then what's the next step? Say you've acknowledged,
Then work towards.
and how do you work towards it?
That we have to learn from you.
You've acknowledged that this is what it is, and you've acknowledged that it's a great gift for you, and then what next? So, for the ones who have complained of all these symptoms and, you know, like bodily densities and, okay, show gratitude to your body. Yes, brilliant. And then, see, you've done all of this. You've acknowledged, you've shown gratitude to your body. And then again, there's a day that you wake up with tremendous gastric pain. So what are you going to do then? You've done all of this and you've been doing this. And even at that point, yes, you will say thank you to your body, that thank you for the signal. What do you do then?
Treat the problem.
I can't hear you clearly.
Treat the problem, like whatever is the ailment, whatever the remedy you know, you will do it.
Yeah. So you go to a doctor, you take some medicine. What do you do? Like, tell me from your life. What would you do?
It can be somehow home remedy, or it can be like, you know, showing it to a doctor or taking a medication, or it can be as simple as, yeah, it can be as simple as like exercising, or like, you know, doing something to get ease in that pain.
Yeah, yeah. Basic.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Yes, Anuradha, please go ahead.
Well, from my experience, I've learned just like we acknowledge our problem and our body gives us signals, it also gives us signals for healing.
Yeah.
Whatever be our problem. For example, you said that, you know, the next day you wake up with gastric problem or acidity or anxiety. In my case, it was sinus. So
Okay.
When I started speaking to my body and understanding, I could actually list out what was causing that problem. If not causing, what was aggravating that problem.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's when, because my body was even ready to tell me that why that problem was coming.
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, as somebody asked that changing the way you look, maybe you can't completely change, but your body would also tell you, you know, why you're putting on weight at a particular place or why you're not able to deal with your weight problem. It's just all about being sensitive to even listening to your body.
Absolutely.
So in my journey, I started understanding what was causing me sinus, and I realized that, say, not sleeping well.
Yeah.
Stress. Okay, and I can go on, but I wouldn't. And then I realized that, you know, for example, if I overexerted myself, I would get a sinus attack. So now I know that the whole world can wait, but if my body is telling me I need rest, that means I need rest.
You need rest. Absolutely.
And then you know, when I spoke to my family, I realized that's exactly what they wanted for me also, that they wanted me to be well. And I could be of use only if I was well. So there was no point getting a sinus attack and then cribbing about it if I couldn't take care of it earlier. So now I know that even if the world is collapsing around me, if I need rest, means I need rest. Everything else can wait.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Anuradha. That's exactly what I was coming to. So, if all of you have gone to a restaurant with a friend, okay? Like, in a non-lockdown situation and you've gone to a restaurant with a friend and it's your treat. You're going to treat your friend. Probably it's your birthday treat. Let's just assume. So if you want to know what your friend wants to eat, what are you going to do? If you want to know what your friend wants to eat or what she would prefer to have.
You will only order that.
No, that's but how would you know that what she wants to eat? Yes, Vanita, would you like to share something? How would you know what your friend wants to eat?
Simply ask
We'll have to
ask her only.
Ask her only, right?
Yeah.
Will you ask her or will you go to the next table and ask somebody else who's sitting in the next?
No, we will ask her.
Will you call the waiter and ask the waiter that, could you please tell me what she wants to eat?
No.
No. But how often do we do that when it comes to our bodies? We go to this person, that person to ask that, what can I do to change this?
Right.
We go to
I got
10 doctors, we
Yes.
go to somebody else, we go to a friend, we go to a relative, and we go to some neighbor and ask that, you know, this is what is happening. What should I do? Don't we do that?
yes, we do that.
Which is all great. But shouldn't it first begin by asking that friend what she would want? And then you can ask the waiter that, you know, she likes having Italian cuisine. So could you suggest some recommendations? What are your specialties? Or do you at all have anything that's Italian? We can go there. There is no harm in it. But it should begin with first asking whoever it is that it concerns. So if it concerns our body, we have to first begin by
Ask our body. Asking our body first. Yeah.
asking our bodies and
Yes.
talking to our bodies instead of talking to everybody else.
Right.
But what we do is instead we spend so much of time talking to others and taking all the suggestions which may have got wonders for them, but that may not be true for my body. Like you and I may have, both of us may have sinus problems, okay? Because sinus has been my best friend. I had a major history with sinusitis once upon a time. So both of us may have that. But the reason why my sinus gets triggered cannot be the same as why Anuradha's sinus gets triggered. But if I go to her and ask her for what are the remedies, she will tell me on the basis of what her body instructed her or shared with her, or on the basis of what worked for her. And then what we do is we consider that to be gospel and we imbibe it and we force our bodies to go through it. Somebody has said that have that Karela juice to lose weight because she has lost weight having that. In 1 month's time, she has lost 4 kilos. We force our bodies to do that, but our bodies probably could lose weight even having bananas because that's what it likes. So if it likes something, it will digest it better. But we never bother to ask our bodies first and then take the next step. Yes, you may still have to go to a doctor. You may still have to consult a nutritionist. But the first step is asking our bodies. And for that, what we really need to start doing is talking to our bodies, like a lot of you have very beautifully shared in the chat. Thank you so much for your comments. We have to start talking to our bodies. There is no two ways about it. I'm sorry, I wish I could give you, I honestly wish I could give you a simpler solution, but there is no other way. If you want to know what your friend wants to eat, you have to ask her. It's as simple as that, but there is no other way. You can do a whole lot of things. You can go to an astrologer, you can go to a tarot reader, and you can try to find out and figure out and make it so complicated. That what is it that she would like? What is it that she would like eating? But that doesn't work. So talking to our bodies is the first step, and it may not be difficult. It may take time because we are not used to doing that. And talking to our bodies is not science. So it does not have these specific principles and figures and these conclusions in place. It's like an art. You know, how many of you are artists in this group? Like, you like to paint, or you like to dance, you like to sing? Yes, you put your hands up. I can see you. Yes. So, any one of you, Mugdha, since you've not spoken, I will have you unmute yourself and tell me. Just please unmute yourself. So, what are you? Are you a painter or a dancer or a singer?
I'm a psychologist who has an interest in graphics designing.
Graphic designing. Okay.
So I have combination of both. Like I love so many things, so it is like difficult to pinpoint each. I love drawing, painting, crafting, everything. So I
Awesome.
do that.
Awesome. So, as an artist, can you ever pinpoint and say that this is the way one must paint or draw? Like,
No,
this is the way you must depict a sunset.
no.
You must put in these colors, you must put in orange and a dash of yellow, and this is how it should be. This is the shape of the sun. Can you ever do that as an artist?
No.
So your way of depicting a sunset could be very different from mine, and there is no one way to do it. That's what I mean to say, that there is no one way to depict that, you know, art form. So similarly, talking to our bodies is really like that. There is no one way to do it. What will work for you will be very exclusive to you, and that will not be the same as what will work for me.
Correct.
So there is no principle or formula in place. And another thing which is very true for art form, which all of you artists will agree, I'm sure all of you have evolved with time. The way you would paint earlier is not the same how you paint today. The way you would sing earlier is not the same as how you sing today. The way you would dance earlier is not the same as how you dance today, right? You evolve with time. So similarly, just be patient and kind to yourselves, because talking to your body is like an art that evolves over time. There is no conclusion. It's not a destination that you reach. You just have to make a start, and bit by bit, it evolves. All right. So are we all ready to commit to doing that? Can I please have a thumbs up on that? Yes. So, Surjani and I'm sorry, I'm horrible with names. Who was the other one? Samiksha. So to answer your questions, it really begins with asking your body that, hey body, I would really like to change this. Could you please tell me what can I do for you to bring about this change? And then try and listen. It could be a small signal that you may get, like it could be a small nudge. It could be that message that you get from this random friend who tells you about this diet plan. It could be an ad that you see. It could be a Facebook notification that pops up, which tells you about this new dance form or this new person who's starting online dance classes. And it could be unrelated, that how does, here I was asking you about gastric pain and what has dance got to do with it? But it's not linear, remember, it's not science. There's no logic to it. There is no formula to it. So it is going to show up in different ways. Follow the energy, go with it, and then see the shifts that take place. And
I will do that, Debapriya, and thank you so much for helping me out. I'll definitely do that.
yeah, just start, and then let us know how it goes. Okay.
Yes, I will do that.
Let's see where and how it can take us. And please begin by doing the tapping exercise so that you can start connecting to your body, and bit by bit let go of the judgments that you have.
Awesome.
Because if somebody judges you a lot, if you have a friend or someone or some family member who judges you a lot, who's constantly calling you out for being selfish, for being mean, for being nasty, you don't like to be with them, do you?
No, I don't. And it's exactly the reason.
Yes. So, but unfortunately, and that's not just you, trust me, I have done this a lot, and I still have this tendency to do it at times, but I immediately stop myself and I become aware. So it's not just you, all of us do it. So let's just look at it in this way, that our body does not want to change for us, because all that we do is judge and call it bad names and just always feel so disgusted with it. So our body is like, forget it. If that's what you feel about me, I have nothing to do with you.
Yes.
So let's start somewhere and see where it takes us.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
And Rumit, it has been an amazing. Thank you so much, Samiksha. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
For all of you to go, we have to do a nice group commemorative photo with our special hugging ourselves and the greeting that we've taught. So I request all of you to switch on your videos and let's do this. If you can switch on just for a second, and if you're not comfortable, that's absolutely fine too. Thank you. Let's do this hug. Let's do this hug and let's take a nice photo. Let's really cherish our bodies for what it is. Just for today, just for now. Let's cherish.
Holding my iPad in my hand.
How sweet. No problem. No problem. No problem.
Urjani, same here.
So for the ones who are interested in a deeper dive and in exploring this, we have a beautiful 11 days program called Dear Body. It's on WhatsApp. It's a digital program. A lot of you here have done it and you've been a part of it. The link is up on the comment section. So if you would like to be a part of it, it's starting on Monday. It's an 11 days journey and it's all on WhatsApp. And we play with several very easy to use tools and techniques, several insights, and we look at ways in which we can connect with our bodies and really bring about shifts in our bodies and start acknowledging our bodies for what it is. So there are a lot of us here who've done that. If anybody would like to share how the program was for you, please feel free. And if anybody else has any questions, please feel free to ask. And for all the ones who want to leave, I totally honor your time. So you're most welcome to leave. I'm not going to feel offended. Thank you so much for being here today with all of us. Hope to see you soon again. And definitely welcome to our beautiful family. And the ones who have questions, please ask. I'm here. And anybody from our the batch of program, if you would like to share how that shifted anything for you or any insights that you have after that program, please share. This case is yours.
Yes, I will like to share something. So when I had joined the program, I was like, what do I want to change about my body? I'm happy with my body. And then by and by, I came to acknowledge what I am not happy with. There were so many things which I would just, overlook and say, "ठीक है, चलता है." And deep in my mind, I was worried about those. And now, after the class, what I really do is, when I have a talk with my body, it always starts with, "Sorry, sweetheart." And it is like, "Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for being there for me." And every time I'm judging it, that small, what shall I say, my tummy fat. So I tell it that that's a lot of biryani that went into it. Remember how you loved that biryani? Just don't judge that little tummy that you have, because that's a lot of love for you. A lot of love went into that little tummy. And so every time I'm talking to my body, I'm like all those endearing terms which I don't even use with my husband. So that's what
I hope he's not listening. I hope he's not listening to that. He's going to come and
not listening. So and it was such an enriching, such a happy experience. So if not for anything, I'd just love to relive those happy moments. They were absolutely amazing. Just to be with your body and appreciate your body for all it has done for you all these years. It's very emotional as well.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It brings up a lot of emotions. So we all have those moments of crying, laughing, and going through it all. But trust me, it's every bit worth it. So everybody, anybody who's interested to be a part of this journey, please feel free. If anybody has any questions, please unmute yourselves and ask. I'm not able to look at the chat, so I hope I'm not missing out on any question.
Debapriya Sujani this side.
Yes, Sujani, please.
Yeah, so first of all, I would like to express my gratitude towards you because this was really a helpful session from your side.
Thank you so much for being there.
You're welcome, and thanks to you, Debapriya, because you explained it so well. I really liked it a lot. And actually, it is Shivani who actually asked me to join this session. And you know what? I was feeling very negative about my body image because of many people are there who keep on judging me. But after listening to your session or whatever you have explained, that is really helpful for me, and I will definitely work on it the way you suggested, and I will definitely have a change.
Thank you so much. That completely makes my day. Thank you so much. That's something that I really wish for each and everyone alive on this planet, to really shift the way they look at their bodies, you know, because yes, all of us go through this. Like, there's not a single person.
Can I interrupt once?
Yes, please, Shomita.
I quite connect to what she said right now, because, you know, I have also been in that space, and I was in complete denial for doing something for myself and my body. Trust me, I'm spending a lot on myself right now to make myself feel good, look good for my skin, for my hair. And I had immediately started assisting one of my sisters in her business. So, you know, a lot. You know, I was in complete...
Sorry, Shomita, can we stop the screen sharing so that I can see everybody's faces? I really love connecting to people, so I love it when I can see you. Yes, Shomita. Yes, thank you.
So yeah, so when I did this program of Dear Body, so even, you know, I was having a lot of, I had a hectic schedule and I was going through a lot, but the way, you know, personally I had been taken care of, and also, you know, the way my questions and my issues were, you know, what would I say, were acknowledged, were, you know, were addressed, I would say, it was commendable. So I think that made a lot of changes within me, and that made a lot of shifts. You know, I am not that person. Maybe I have not shifted a lot, but I have shifted something which is very significant. You know, the way I look at myself, it doesn't matter what others, you know, tell you or judge you.
That's not a little shift. That's the biggest shift that one can have.
How I look at myself, that is very important. How I feel about myself.
Yes, that's true. You have to live in this body. It's your home. It doesn't matter how others feel about it, right? It's not their home. They have their homes to live in. So thank you so much for sharing, Bhavna. Yes, please go ahead, and if you can please switch on your video, I would love to see you.
I'm not sure if you're able to see me. Yeah.
Yes,
Hi.
you can. Thank you for switching on your video. Yes, please.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually want to say thank you to you to start with, and also I resonate with a lot of people who are, you know, sharing their experience, and it's a place of vulnerability that we come from, because it's like, you know, to opening up in the bunch of strangers about the, you know, because body is something that maybe our mindset is that we are so deeply connected to the image of it that it's very difficult. Yeah, we can't take ourselves like out as a third person viewpoint for us. We can't, you know, tame our body for that. Yes. So it is difficult. I know I have that journey to take, but I just wanted to ask you a question that maybe I was not able to understand much. It's like if I start to communicate and ask questions to my body, sometimes it could be that there are not any signal, or there could be many signals which confuse me. How to go about to, you know, deal with what is like a priority to work on, or how to like, you know, answer. Yeah.
Go with the first thing that pops up when you ask a question, and go with what makes your body feel light. So what is fun for your body? So anything that is, so when you ask a question and you have 10,000 things, you have a lot of thoughts and you have a lot of ideas, a lot of which could be your mind. And our mind is trained to pick up information from others. So our mind will remind us, remember what your friend told you the other day, that you're putting on so much of weight and you've lost so much of hair. Your mind will remind you, remember how your boss insulted you that day because of the way you were looking. And she said that you haven't combed your hair properly and you've come for this presentation. So your mind will give you information on the basis of the things that she has picked up, which is judgments of others, projections of others. But what is fun, your body will feel like exciting. So just go with that without the judgments that you have around it. So judgments which you may have picked up, which could be things like, very simple, but things like somewhere you have decided that it's not okay to have a particular fruit, or it's not okay to have that chocolate cake. Yes, that's a common reality for all of us, and for most women, right? Because they're very conscious about the way they look. So you have decided that it's not okay to have that chocolate cake, and your body really feels amazing. Your body enjoys it. So when you ask your body that, what would you like to eat now? Your body may just want to eat that. So then follow it up with another question. How much of that would you like to eat? We don't often do that. So we just listen to the chocolate cake bit and then we go and have the whole thing. Because we can't stop ourselves. We can't resist ourselves. So the idea is to constantly ask questions. That how much would you like? 1 bite, 2 bite? How you talk to children? How you really ask them every little thing? It's really like that. And if your body gives you 2 bites, and if you have that will body, because you will enjoy it so much. But what we do is we do not have the chocolate, but we have all the judgments that we have around it. So technically we are eating the chocolate, but what are we actually eating? Calories, extra fat. Oh my God, my tummy, double chin. That's what we are eating. Oh my God, my collarbone will not be visible anymore. How will I wear that lovely sari and that lovely blouse, that halter neck? That's what we are eating. So guess what shows up in our body? That's exactly what shows up. Extra tummy, fat, gastric pain, then that nice double triple chin. Because honestly, although we may have appeared to be having that chocolate cake, but we've actually eaten all those judgments and that guilt. We don't enjoy it when we have it. We like the taste of it, but do we truly indulge and enjoy? No, because we are so guilty. Again, I'm doing it. I had decided that I will go off sugar. I had decided that I'm not going to have biryani until Durga Puja because I want to, look good and I want to look slim, but I again gave in this weekend. So although I'm having it, but I'm actually having all of those judgments and those concepts. So then that is what the body listens to that. The body does not understand all these complex mechanisms in which our mind functions. Our body is very simple that way, It's like it just follows instructions as is. So our body just listens to that. Okay, extra fat. Yeah, fine. Amen to that and gives us that extra fat. Our body listens, acha, double chin. Okay, tathastu. So then gives us that double chin. And then we just wonder that, and then we again go on to say, I knew this would happen because I've just been eating a lot of sugar. So it's not the sugar. It's the guilt and the point of view associated with it that causes that weight gain. So it's not the kale, there was a fad, I think 2 years back, when everybody started having kale juice. Especially in metro cities, everybody started having kale because kale is something that helps you to lose weight. So how much of it is kale and how much of it is the point of view that you have got from others that, and celery juice as well, that if you have that, you will lose weight. So when you're having it, you're telling your body loss of weight, loss of that extra tummy. So your body does it, your body listens to it. But if that was true, then that would apply to everything, right? I have a friend, we Bengalis, we love having ghee, but we have it as a delicacy. Like we don't have ghee all the time with everything. We just have it as a delicacy once in a while, and every time we have it, we are a little cautious and aware and a little guilty as well that this is not something that I should indulge in. But I have a friend, a very close friend, who's a Punjabi, who has ghee in everything and in enormous amounts. Like they cook their dal with ghee. She has at least 2 spoonfuls of ghee with her roti. She cooks all her dishes with ghee. So for her, if ghee was the problem, for me, if I have so much of ghee for 1 week, I'm going to put on at least 5 kilos. But she has this all the time, and she's perfectly, like, in the eyes of the world, she has a perfectly, slim and trim figure. So if ghee was the problem, then it would cause the same kind of effect in everybody. But for her, ghee is nothing, because in a Punjabi household, you grow up having ghee as if that's something that's the staple with which you cook, right? So she has no points of view about ghee, so which is why that's not actually causing that extra weight for her. But for me, I'm not used to it. So for me, it's something that can cause those extra calories and that weight and that tummy. So I'm going to put on weight with it. So it's really not about the food, but the points of view and the judgments that we actually push down our system with the food. That is what causes our bodies to be the way it is. Like the same thing, because if it was universally true, then the same rule would apply to everybody. Like, how is it that some people eat so much and they're still okay? They are not. Like, I have a friend who has outside food every day in this lockdown period. She hates cooking and she lives in a PG. So she used to order in food every day. And I've always known her to be like that, like she loves eating out. Every weekend she would go out and she would explore restaurants, etc. She's very passionate about food in general. But look at her, she has no gastritis, she has no acidity, nothing, because she has no points of view about it. She does not make it a big deal at all. She's like, yeah, so what? I enjoy it, I love it. I live for eating. So it doesn't cause acidity or gastritis to her. But if you and I have that biryani one day, invariably next day we will have some antacid, and then we'll be like, oh God, I have this tummy ache and gastric pain. I'm sure it's because of the biryani. So is it the biryani or is it the point of view or the judgments that is causing it? I know it sounds weird and it's a little mind-boggling, but just let this information fester and just be with it and then explore it for yourself. Just never listen to anything about your body from anybody else.
Can I say something?
Yes, Amita, please.
So I know people who eat without having any guilt, and they put on weight and they are very okay with their body type also. They have no issues if they are overweight.
Yeah.
So they are absolutely happy and they have no this thing. So
it is not a problem for them. So then it's okay. Like there is no one body type which is the right type, right? Like here we idolize this model and this size 0 type figure. But there are countries where if you are thin and slim, it's really considered to be shameful and they hate it and they don't like it at all. Where being a little fat according to our standards, but where being very fleshy and where having all those curves is what makes you that ideal, perfect, beautiful woman. So just because we are in India and we look up to these celebrities and these models, it has been entrained in us that that's how it should be. That's the ideal that we must chase. But today, if we go to some other country, we will be celebrated. Like, somebody who is overweight will be celebrated. I forget the name of that country, but if I recall, I will definitely share with you all for the ones who are in the group. In that country, it's celebrated if you are overweight, so-called, quote unquote. And if you are actually slim and trim, it's looked down upon. So it all comes down to the culture and what we've grown up with and how much of that you have imbibed. Some people are absolutely okay. It doesn't matter to them at all. And they are so much at ease and peace with their body. And because they are at ease and peace with their body, when we look at them, that's not what occurs to us as well. Because remember, it's how you feel in your body that gets transmitted to another person. So it's your energy that I catch on to. So if you are fretting about the fact that you're fat and you put on weight, if I meet you, I will invariably say, oh my God, Bhavna, I'm meeting after 3 months. Look at how much of weight you've put on. You must have been eating a lot now in this lockdown. Ghar pe baithe baithe. Because I'm catching on to your vibe and your frequency. You know, it's like a radio station.
Yeah,
When
I
you
understand that. Yeah.
like the one who you really keep using that knob, and then once it hits that right frequency, that's when you get the channel. So that right frequency is the energetic connection. I just catch on to your frequency. It's not in my head. Whereas
Kind of
there
a
are
law of resonance.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what you are. And immediately I'm going to just look at it. I'm not going to look at anything. I'm not going to talk about anything else. The first thing I'll say is, you really have put on a lot of weight, huh? You've lost much of. What happened to your hair? Look at that thinning hairline. So I am going to just resonate with your judgment of you. But there, I'm sure all of you have people who are fat and who do not fit into the society's definition of what is considered to be beautiful. But you don't consider that when you look at them, because they just like Saroj Khan. Have you ever looked at her dance? Have you seen how gracefully she dances? And going by all our definitions, she's not fat, but she's like obese, right? We are not even close to that, and yet we judge ourselves silly all the time. But she's obese, but when she dances, do you really look at how fat she is and how her curves are like so visible? Do you just look at it? The way in which she flows with her body and the way in which she moves her body. I'm not sure how many of us who are not so fat will also be able to do that. So she cares a damn about her weight. She couldn't care less. When you look at as in, if you have had the chance to listen to any of Oprah Winfrey's, speeches, is she beautiful?
Yes.
Is she beautiful by the standards of what we consider to be beautiful? She's not a Deepika. She's not an Aishwarya. He does not have like that glowing skin and no pimples, all the things that we hate about our bodies. Yes? None of that. But yet, you can't take your eyes off her. And what is it then? It's because she does not have that judgment about her. You are not sensing that. So it's really not about how you look, what your body weight is. It's really about how you feel in your body. And if you feel great, everybody else will just resonate with that frequency, and then the frequency match, and that's what will create that red FM, and you're going to have a blast and listen to some nice Punjabi hits and Bollywood number and dance together. Not face those dirty judgments and those ugly, demeaning statements, because that's not going to resonate with your frequency. So it's not going to click. So we have to really look at how we are feeling in our bodies first, and then trust me, like, I can't emphasize this enough. Once we start doing that, everybody else will only start resonating. Like, I'm not saying that you would have lost those 10 kilos overnight, but that's not what people will notice in you. And that's not going to be a problem for you or for them. And then it becomes a choice that I want to lose weight because I just want to. It's my choice. I don't want to lose weight because my husband feels that I'm not fitting into my old jeans, or my boyfriend judges me and thinks that I'm not as pretty as this other colleague that he has, or my friend feels that, oh no, I was so much prettier when I was in college. I'm not going to lose weight for that. I'm just going to lose weight just because it's fun for me and I would like to. That it's very difficult to get to that space, but if we can truly at least start somewhere, our bodies will really start responding to us in a way that we can't imagine. But it's so much of pressure, abuse, and so much of torture we put through, and we literally like shove down our bodies that you have to do this. My friend's wedding is coming up, you better lose weight because you have to look pretty. Yeah. I have a wedding or I have a presentation next week. These pimples must go. So you will put that chandan, you will put that ointment, you will put what not. You will search on the internet, Google search, and find everything possible, and then buy, and then never ask your body, because it's so important for you to look pimple free on the day of the presentation than really be comfortable in your body. And we all do that. We all do that so much because it's more about how others are looking at us than how we are looking at ourselves and how much we are comfortable in our bodies. It's so important, right? Like for us, our life really hinges on how much others are validating us, acknowledging us, liking us, loving us, appreciating us. That's more important than how much we appreciate ourselves and love ourselves. So we've given all the power away to everybody else.
Yes, that's true.
Start comfortable first. First, I think just getting to know our body, then just start feeling a little comfortable in our bodies, and then just negotiate with your body for that shift. You know, it's like how when you're trying to make up for that friendship which had gone bad, you know, where there were a lot of misunderstandings and you sort of broke up with a friend and a lot of fights happened, a lot of abuses and a lot of blaming each other happened, a lot of talking behind each other's back happened. So that's the relationship that we have with our body, like it or not. So really make a start somewhere and take it step by step. Our body is not going to listen to us the first day and say, hello, I'm going to embrace you. Our body has lost all its performance, right? Because we've just been so harsh and mean. But once friendship, it's like that perfect bonding that you have with that one best friend or with someone who's very close to you or with your mother or with your child. It's like that where it's perfect communion and it's perfect understanding that, you know what, body, I would really like to have this. Can you please help me in getting here? It's like that. Like just really confirm, like, you know, how we tell our sister or we tell our mother that I really want this. Could you please arrange for this? You reach that space of comfort and understanding, but that can only happen when we've tried to undo all the rubbish that we have imposed on our bodies. Yes, I think we can.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I hope to see a lot of you in our Dear Body program. Please get in touch with us. It's full of fun exercises. This is just a glimpse of that. And if not, we'll see you some other time for some other program. Be a part of our family and have a lovely time with your bodies. Just enjoy your bodies for tonight. Eat the food with a lot of sleep with your body with a lot of love and gratitude. Yes?
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Debapriya.
Thank you so much, Debapriya.
Can you tell us something about the program? The charges or like how it is?
Yeah. So it's a 11 days course on WhatsApp and Zoom calls. We have usually 1 or 2 Zoom calls. The energy exchange for that is 1111, so 1111. And the registration link is there in the comment section. You just have to register and then you'll be included in a group in the Dear Body group, and then we'll start from Monday.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Namita.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Debapriya.
Thank you, Sujani. Have a lovely time with your body and forget about everything else.
I will do that for sure. I will do
You are
that.
a lovely and beautiful soul. Very, very pretty.
Oh, thank you so much. So are you. Teach others what you have it in you. Yes. So.
Who is this little munchkin? I can see a very pretty little face. Mugdha Nene's Dear Body. How cute you are. Hello. Hi, darling.
She's my daughter,
Her name?
Kimaya.
Sweet.
Hi.
And there's one other.
Oh,
Hi. Hello, handsome.
They're, yeah, it's their bedtime, so they are just hovering me. Thank you so much for the workshop. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
oh, this your oh, I love the way they're like hugging each other and cuddling. You know
बच्चे मन के बच्चे.
exactly how we should be with our bodies.
How much they cherish, yes. Like, look at that. Oh my God.
Just be that energy with our bodies.
Yes. Bye.
That you don't want to go because even I don't want to go. I want to go on chanting and I love to. So we can do this all night. I'm okay.
No, please
Okay.
eat.
Yes. So we can eat.
I'm sure you haven't had your dinner yet.
No, of course I haven't.
I know that. I know that.
We
Now,
will.
my critical face, Shalini and Sholini.
Let's meet soon again. Be in touch with us. What is the energy exchange? Is 1111, so 1111 for the 11 days program. Bye, Lola. I love the sari that you were wearing, Lola. You look so pretty in it. You are already like give me the Pujo vibes. You know, it almost seems like we started celebrating Durga Puja. So you really give me that vibe. We are on Ashtami night and with that sari and that lovely blouse. So yes, thank you for that vibe. Okay, Bhavna, I know Suprita, Namrata, Anju, thank you so much for being here. Who's DJ though? DJ, do you mind unmuting yourself and introducing who you are? I would love to know your entire name. DJ, are you there? Okay, DJ is probably not there. Reshma, do I know you? If not, do you mind switching on your video so that I get to see you? Because Surjani, I know. Vanita, do you mind saying hello and introducing yourself? Oh, Vanita, oh no, it's not.
Hello, yeah.
Oh yeah, Vanita, I know, of course. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Vanita. Thank you so much. Oh, is that your daughter as well? Wow, we had so many lovely kids attending our call. So cool is that? Hello.
Hi.
Hello. What's your name?
My name's Nikita.
And you're in which class?
I'm in 8th.
8th? All
I
right.
got puncture on both of my hands.
Oh my God. How did you get that?
She just
I fell down from cycling.
Oh God. While cycling?
Yeah.
Oh, it must be so painful, no?
No, it was not painful.
She forgot.
This is how we should be with our body.
Because
What's your name again? Sorry?
Nikita.
Nikita, will you take the next body class for me? Okay, you can tell us about how we should be with our bodies. Will you take a session for us?
I don't know.
Don't know? You just take a 10-minute session for us and tell us how we should be with our bodies, okay?
Okay, I will try.
We make such a huge fuss. If we get a little scratch, you know how much we complain? We feel out of it. And we are like, God, I have this pain. And then we want to put some band-aid on it and we make such a big deal. And look at you. We're like, no, it's okay. It's fine. So you have to teach us how to do that.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
So Vanita, you will fix up a session with Nikita for all of us. We are going to attend her class and she's going to teach us how to be so happy.
yeah, she's strong. She's really strong. What I will say, like
Amazing.
Yeah.
Us to learn. Like, you know, it's not just strong, like She's so okay. She's like, okay, no big deal. It's
Yeah.
fine. We get
We
okay.
were the one to worry about.
I know, right? Yes, Bhavna, isn't it amazing? Nikita, you already have a lot of students ready for your class. You just have to decide the day and tell us.
Okay.
Okay? So, Vanita, you have to let us know. I'm really serious. I'm not joking. I'm very serious. It seems like I'm joking. So, you
I
have
don't know. You will? Are you sure?
I don't know.
She's not sure actually because she did not hear what was going on.
I'm not good in teaching.
you don't have to teach, you just have to share with us.
Your experience.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, done. So, Vanita, you will let us know which 10 minutes whenever she does not have too many of her classes, online classes, and we will get on a call and she will talk to us about all
Okay.
how she did it and how she's being with it and how she is so strong with it. All of us have so many complaints. Do you know that?
Even
We will
I
get
have
so much
complaints.
with our body, just with the little bit of hurt and pain, we make such a big deal and we complain and we cry and we just bring down the roof. So you have to teach us that, oh, how can we be so strong with our bodies?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Nikita. Thank you so much for meeting all of us.
Welcome.
Look forward to meeting you again. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Suprata.
Good night. Yeah.
Hi,
Thank you
Vanita.
so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for being here. Suprita, how are you? Anybody else wants to share? If not, let's call it a night. Good night, good night. Thank you for great energy. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Debapriya. I
Thank
really liked the session.
Thank you so
And
much,
thank you,
Shruti,
Sani,
for
so much.
coming. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, actually.
Thank you, Shanidhi. Shanidhi, thank you for inviting her. Okay, now the rest of you, will you show me your faces or no? Everybody is gone now. I want to see your face. Namrata, Anju, Monadi, my beautiful mother, are you there or are you not there? She's been so silent, I don't know if she's there. I think the video, oh, there she is. All right, so I think let's say goodbye and the rest of us will of course catch up. I want to quickly call mom now also and find out what's happening. So thank you everybody. Let's end the recording. Good night. Thank you so much once again for being here. Look forward to meeting all of you soon, either in person or a Zoom call like this. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Good night, Debapriya. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.